We see the Nivea top from Wonder once again. Yes, we will. Something that this is his third game this split on the champion. And into the AP matchup, I'm sure it will be very comfortable, very fine.
The pots early didn't quite have the full passive stacks there as he went in, which made that trade a little wonky for him.
So it was already quite cocky to... Oh, early level 2. Oh, and he flashed it as well. So, I mean, that was beautifully done by Jojo, because a series of sequences, I mean, Leader's just going to die. Leader's by himself. He doesn't have the... He does have flash. Elyoya flashes over the wall.
Respond to the time that Elyoya is doing this dragon, because he's got to clear through his bottom side up towards top. He will hit 6 off of his Krugs, but can't go for the ultimate play on bottom side. Mid is being covered by Elyoya at the moment. And look at top side, like that's just going to continue to be an even fight. So it's very difficult to try and make a play towards Mirwin as well with the ultimate.
I think there's a world where Skeens could have considered the cross map as the hook connects, the stun will follow. But there's 3 members of KOI here. The Cyclone's going to be dropped, get the knockup. Leader's looking for more damage, but he gets way too low. The flash from Elyoya secures the first kill, but here's Skeens to answer back. Look at like they're trading 1-for-1. Skeens fishing for a little bit more. The hook goes wide. Just be a 1-for-1 in the middle lane.
A little greedy from MKOI, honestly. Like, we just talked about how Elyoya hadn't backed, so that was kind of your reset timer for Elyoya to get back out of the map. By making the play mid, there's a reset advantage already there. So Mickey, happy to make this play, and sure, MKOI have reinforcements, but you know the Pantheon's about to hit 6. So MKOI overcommit a little bit, and it will be the turnaround on towards Elyoya in a 1-for-1 trade.
I think in an ideal world... Oh, hang on a minute. Leader on about 60% HP will now take over to level 8. Puts the second point in his W. But he goes in. The stun threat is there. The realm warp used. Now Elyoya comes through. The stun doesn't quite connect. Jojo threatening the kill. Here comes the ulti from Skeens to try and save his mid lane. It's not enough. Leader will fall. But the tower with the...
They commit to 2 at the moment. But I'll take the kills at mid over the Void Grubs.
Remember that in the draft, they prioritized this Irelia over something like the Ashe, the traditional Ashe Seraphine combo that we're used to seeing. Leader now finds himself 0-3 on the pick. He is downside jungle for KOI. They've got some potential TP flanks available. Mirwin ready with it. Hook does connect onto Elyoya. Chain CC comes through. He's quickly going to fall. That's an easy kill. That's an easy
play coming through from Skeens onto the bottom side. They use that to look for the invade, and they punish Elyoya while Jojo can't roam from the mid lane.
So, according to production, the pause was due to an accidental alt tab. So we'll quickly get back.
What was Wonder trying to write this time?
I don't know. But yeah, gonna quickly get that resolved as Leader once again. Oh, he's fully committing this time. Throws out the ultimate as well. But the support is there. Jojo gets so low. He does get the kill. That's gonna be a 1-for-1 trade as Elyoya and Alvaro consistently there to help.
Behind the wall there. But still, MKOI using that pressure they saw on bot side to sneak away the blue on top. Is there much follow-up from SK? Oh, Mickey, no! That was the wall.
That was, in fact, the wall. A bit of a faceplant there, but he looks for another hook, and he connects it this time round. The chain CC once again. Alvaro first to drop. Looks like SK are happy with this for now. KOI looking to try and chase. Nice body block there from Skeens. Super needs to connect more Qs. Jojo throws out the realm warp. They're targeting Leader. It's 1 versus 3. The ulti comes out from Yoppa. He tries to keep his mid laner alive, and he might just do it. Oh, the damage is huge. Now the re-engage, but the ultimate from Mirwin to turn the fight in their favor. A double kill for Super. 1 picked up by Mirwin. A fight going the way of KOI as they take out 4 from SK.
Mirwin walks the entire way from the bottom lane to make sure that he could be there for the boys and ends up picking up a couple of kills for himself. Wonder, though, with the response in taking that tower on the bottom side.
Jojo ended up falling, but I think the trade was worthwhile. SK will get their first tower, but that arrival of Mirwin really was the determining factor, as now the Herald has been started off. SK have 5 members strong. KOI thinking about it, but they still don't have ultis available. They'll fish for a steal, they won't go for it. Meanwhile, on the cross map, Jojo looking to get himself a tower. I play a ton of Irelia, not well, but I do.
Why? She's 1 in 5. Why is she allowed to do that?
I played it. Honestly, it's played very difficult to navigate in team fights because her mobility comes from landing those skills. Hook connects onto Alvaro. He's going to get down to about 50%. Oh, he's just going to drop. SK
is there. Burn flash, and now a dragon. Seems like MKOI will take the dragon. SK going to trade it for pressure on mid and top.
Looks like this is a worthwhile trade for SK. They're going to get a lot of damage down. They can safely walk away to the topside river as they look to steal away camps from Elyoya as well. The top tower soon to fall. Wonder getting a huge injection of gold as he finds himself 30 CS up, and this will be his second tower of the game.
That's the thing. I mean, the fact that he got both of these towers, all the plates, Wonder is going to be a very big bird.
It's just farmed, and he's happy with that. Double mana items, 6 stacks on the Rod of Ages. The wall going to come down. Mirwin, now the target stun comes through as the equalizer's dropped. He's getting dangerously low, but they don't want to overcommit. The rest of Koi is here to escort him to safety. The TP committed. The run warp going to be used. Yoppa dangerously low. Jojo flashes in, gets the first kill. Elyoya is there to support, drops the ulti of his own. The wall going to be used to try and dissuade Koi. Elyoya trapped underneath the tower. He's going to exchange his life. Ends up being a 1-for-1 in the trade. On that gold, really. Neither side has had a major advantage this game, but they're looking for one as Mickey Hex flashes over the wall, connects the hook onto Alvaro. The root will come down, but Skeens is hunting, and he will find that stun. Alvaro cannot escape. He will fall, and SK find themselves another now.
That's top lane things, man, you know.
Oh, hook once again from Mickey. He will connect, but is he too deep as Elyoya separated from his team, but he's going to use the clone to get over the wall. Jojo now walled off, gets stunned. The chain CC is good as the depth charge will follow, but the hook will not land. Encore doesn't quite connect. The stun from Skeens will get cleansed. The root will slow Super, so he walks away to safety. Now Skeens is dangerously low. SK have to disengage. Super flashes in, doesn't find the kill. The Cyclone follow-up from Elyoya. A lot of trading HP bars, but it's Mickey that will fall. Koi find only one.
MKOI playing that so patiently, not overcommitting, baiting out spells from SK, and at the end of it, oh, Jojo, wait a sec.
He's getting low, trapped behind the wall, drops the arm guard. The stasis will be bought. Leader trying to damage reduction, but I don't think he can reduce enough. He's forced to flash over the wall. Equalizer used, Mirwin chasing, the run warp used to hunt for even more. Have they gone too deep? Mirwin now finds himself with the rest of his team. Jojo over the wall. The egg will be procced as Koi find themselves.
He TP'd!
Oh, he TP'd! He's able to get away to safety. Wonder beautifully played, but the dragon will go the way of Koi.
Man, everyone's going everywhere in these fights. Jojo gets ulted on by Skeens and he round warps out. You get Wonder, who should be dead, and he TP's out. But somehow third dragon to MKOI.
I think it's all going to come down to this fight as the soul is on the horizon. It's Koi that have better position in the river. They've got a good ward behind the pit as well. The mid tower will finally fall into ready. He'll chip out onto Wonder, who's zoning him away. Hook will go wide. CC just trying to land as the damage from Super not quite connecting. Slowly but surely they chip away. SK forces their way in. There's the depth charge used onto Super. He's going to arcane shift to safety. Alvaro forced to flash away. Mirwin still on the flank. Elyoya chipping away at the dragon. Now at about 50% HP. Wonder does connect the stun. Flash in. Connects the hook, but the quick stopwatch will come through from Jojo. He stays alive. Elyoya down to 50% HP. The wall cutting off. The dragon secured by SK. They'll deny the soul. Members quickly falling as Mirwin now finds himself against 3, but it's Super untouched on the back line. The damage is good. The Grand Starfall will come through. The cleanse from Super to get him away to safety. A double for Jojo secured. The Realm Warp fishing for more. It's a one-sided fight for Koi. Super with fantastic damage will secure the fight for Koi, but the dragon goes the way of SK.
The dragon stolen.
More gold secured for Koi as they'll continue to accelerate this lead. We thought that this game would
going to take it, but unfortunately for them, the earlier pressure on the Aurelia has not worked out for them. And Super
doesn't quite. Oh, huge equalizer. Skeens getting very low. The Encore going to come out defensively, but the Zonya's used once more from Jojo. The front to back, the Realm Warp flank isn't a good idea. Alvaro takes it. He's going to drop. That's a kill secured for SK. Now they have the numbers advantage. Do they want to chase for more? SK is thinking about it. There's the Grand Starfall. Skeens, though, too deep. Doesn't come through, though. Decent amount of healing is still available for Yoppa. Do they have enough damage, though? The wave throw is good. Bot tower going to be secured. Wonder doing some good work earlier on, but Koi's focus is on the dragon. They do have TPs available. They could go, oh, flash, hook, doesn't quite connect. Now Mickey is way too deep. Throws out the depth charge onto Jojo. The Grand Starfall going to be used to connect on the 4, but it's Mickey that's first to fall, and now Skeens is isolated on the back line. Wonder is incredibly low as Mirwin uses the stopwatch, but Mirwin's going to quickly fall. No, he stays alive. Elyoya sets his sights on the back line. SK members dropping quickly. Skeens, though, re-engages, targets Elyoya. He's staying alive. Leader will proc the GA. He's going to lose his life as a result, and it's Wonder left to fight against the remnants of Koi. They hunt for more. Wonder's trying to get away to safety. It's not going to be enough. The egg will be procced. 4 members of Koi stay alive. The TP again! He'll get away to safety.
Turn over towards the barn. Wonder is there. TP coming through.
TP will come through. Wonder's trying to stall, but he is a one-man army, and it is not enough. Jojo, he's going to hunt. He realizes with the blast code.
Throwing everything in the kitchen sink to try and get onto a key target. try and burst someone out, but they just don't have enough damage with this Seraphine.
Looking to clean this one up.
We'll wait and see, BG Rails. We'll wait and see. As
Teleg Port Master. That's a good one. I like that.
It's not ideal, but that's how you're using it.
Leader getting very low here. The Encore connects onto 2. The stun will come through onto Elyoya. He loses about 50%. There's the True Shot Barrage to chunk out. Hook not quite connecting there from Mickey. Goes a little short. You can see that SK is trying their best to make it difficult. The wall used to isolate Mirwin. He's going to be forced to go golden. The stun will connect, but the shield is good after the TP. Super running low on mana.
Jojo going to reconnect with his wave in mid though. Make sure that he's able to get the tower. SK clear out top, but can't really defend. So now, going to be forced to back away because Jojo's going to start to put damage onto the mid lane turret, or can Realm Warp up to this top side.
Hook will connect onto Mirwin. There is the depth charge. He gets chain CC'd. He's going to die. SK finally get themselves one back. Now that set their sights onto Elyoya. He's going to use the clone to get over the wall. He's forced to get the heal from Alvaro to walk away to safety. Chunk of damage. Super. That Q basically doesn't have a cooldown once he's got everything fully stacked. Jojo's setting up for a flank here. The hook will go wide from Mickey. They're committing deep onto this. They've made Mirwin the target, but it's Skeens that will get rooted up. He's going to use the Aegis Assault. The wall will drop, but the Equalizer not doing a huge amount. Now Jojo's very deep. He's going to try and take out Yoppy. He's forced to throw out the Zhonyas. There's the Encore, connects onto 2. Will Jojo end up dropping? They're all stacked on top of each other. They will get the shutdown onto Jojo. Now Elyoya forced to retreat. Leader diving onto the backline. He will connect the stun onto Mirwin. Mirwin forced to use the Zhonyas himself. They'll get the trade back on the leader. The HP bars are getting very low. Look at the shield coming out from Alvaro. Koi can use their range. Mirwin will drop the HP bars. Elyoya goes back in once more, gets the kill onto Yoppa. Super still untouched. Wonder now trying to buy time, but I do not think that it is enough. He'll be forced to go into the egg. He uses the TP again, but this time he will fall. Koi find the fight. Elyoya gets the triple, and SK have nothing left.
SK have no damage to hit the back line. Everyone gets lined up and no one drops. Instead, MKOI will start to take down the structures in the base of SK and look to end the game.
Beautiful team fighting from Super, well executed from Koi. They'll find a nice fight. They will find game 1 in this best of 3 against SK. SK made him work for it, but Koi will close things out.
It was a
very meta, very traditional. This is a little bit more of his style. The question is, does he have good ultis to steal? In the side lane, this champion can pose a lot of threat, but in the mid lane matchup early on, this could be a win. Doesn't have the Fury though, so I don't think there's much of a play here. I think the goal is to cover the Fog of War. And there's the base. Skeens now looking for the gank himself. Mirwin gets the level 5. The passive proc from Wonder, playing at arm's length to avoid the range of Mirwin. Mirwin, I don't think you have many places to go, my friend. Uses the slice and dice, will create a bit of a gap. There's the flash. Skeens chases after him, gets the slow from the W. Needs one more auto, he'll find it. Oh, Wonder has the flash. Now Leader is forced to flash himself as Elyoya looks for a gank, but it's SK that draws first blood.
That nearly went real bad for Wonder. Didn't end up taking a tower shot in the end. Mirwin doing his damnedest to get out. Now Mickey spotting Elyoya with Skeens come across. Okay,
Elyoya, he is in a very bad position here, gets knocked up. The bubble connects as well, and Leader will get himself a kill. Poor decision making towards the bottom lane. Here to offer that assistance as SK hold on to a 1k gold lead here in the early game. Ooh, hang on now, the Mega Knot is back available. Mirwin pops the ultimate of his own. Trying to throw him back into the wave. No flash available. The snow will connect from the Q. The knockup will happen. And there's the Cataclysm to finish off the kill for SK.
A lot of pressure from SK towards his top side, but it ends up working out. Again, you're getting a ton of, you're getting the kills. Doesn't mean you're going to lose the dragon. But again, I think you're going to be happy just with Wonder managing to pick up some extra presence in this lane. And if you can keep this Renekton out of the fight or even weak, it becomes much easier to deal with the front line in MKOI's team fights.
Yeah, I'd like to see Skeens move away from top now that he's put top in such a good position. The ulti used there from Leader, stolen away from the Lulu. It's a nice back and forth against Jojo, but now he's a level down. He needs to catch this wave. Nice passive proc from Wonder. The Grub's going to be secured by Skeens as he smites one away. Elyoya now joins the party. Alvaro is here, smites that one away. So two
across the board. You're still waiting on Mirwin to really finish off his one. But Elyoya
Ooh, that's going to be the ulti popped by Elyoya. He feels pretty confident to actually take this fight. He gets the wild growth. He knocks up 3, but the re-engage comes through from Skeens. Good damage. The Cataclysm connects. Elyoya's forced to retreat. Leader now joins the fight. He sets his sights on the jungler of Koi, and he will find himself another kill. That's 2. As they find themselves with 5 kills to 0, a 1.6k gold lead. They're going to get the Herald as well. Things looking fantastic in game 2.
It might be enough off the back. Nearly.
Ooh, the smite going to help. Which means that, yeah, the top tower, though, looks like it's going to go down.
Yeah, still, though, dive potential on bot side as Miran pops the ultimate just to make sure that the trade doesn't go too badly for him. Skeen spotted here, but it should give a window now off this next wave for that mid lane tower to fall.
Okay, Mirwin fancies himself a fight against Skeens. Skeens doesn't want to go in as 2 towers fall in favor of SK, extending the gold lead to 3k. They want to get themselves another one. They're going to get an even greater gold lead here in the early game. Leader says to Skeens, you know what, let's just deny as much farm as possible. We're not on a rush. Let's let the cannon fall. Maybe we'll have to watch as this one dies.
3 members of MKOI looking at that top wave, though. Mickey, reading the play, had started his reset.
Baron spawning in a minute's time. Let's see if SK can
Towers, but instead they're trying to do it to get kills or respond. And it's just not quite working out for them and actually getting like vision or starting to steal away camps in jungle, like denying gold from MKOI.
Anyone's focus right now is to clear out this wave. He pops the Dominus. Super's now made his way over. On the hunt, going to be stolen by Leader, but I think that he is not long for this world.
You're kind of getting to a point where MKOI have burnt a couple of key summoner spells, like on Skeens, and oh, maybe so.
Wow, the flash in onto Super. Yoppa goes all in, but it ends up being his own downfall. A shutdown comes
for SK really to like fully get damage onto these towers without something like a Baron, because there's so much wave clear, or trying to force a fight a Dragon, which looks like exactly what might be about to happen. Does give MKOI position on the Dragon, but SK, they want to pinch.
Here comes Skeens on the flank, Leader on the other flank, the collapse, the knockup. Here comes the EQ, and oh my goodness, it's not enough as Leader's the first to fall. Skeens is quick to follow. Superstar is shining today as he finds and gets to Drake for MKOI.
Alvaro's polymorph denying Leader the play, and MKOI, they're starting to make the comeback. It's now 1,000 gold lead for them, and they're pinging the Baron.
SK tried to commit the flank, but it just did not work out. A 3-man knockup came through from Leader, but now the Baron is an objective that cannot be contested. No jungler, no mid laner. SK don't have the numbers, and this Sivir with a 2.2k individual lead over Yoppa is looking monstrous with Alvaro supporting him well behind him.
Ooh, wonder.
May win. I think he wants this fight. Pops the Dominus, gets hit by the bubble. The tidal wave going to come through as well. Now he wants to get away to safety. The polymorph doing what it can. It buys enough time to allow for Wonder to not
quite... You can't really burst out Jojo Pyun like that.
I feel like patience is a key thing that we talk about when pro teams. And I think KOI have demonstrated a lot of patience today. Whereas SK, they have felt impatient. You know, when there's not much to do on the map, what happens? They get caught out. They're getting caught out top, they're getting caught out mid. They're making overzealous plays that they just did for both sides. But Supers is simply superior. Jojo pressuring the mid. They've got a 4-1 setup. Yoppa, good damage onto Elyoya. Very good damage onto Elyoya.
Really good damage.
The tidal wave is going to come through. It's going to be forced to pop the Crescent Guard there. It's the Cataclysm. Now it's Mirwin on the front line. Can he stave off the attack from SK? The HP bars are low, but they are healthy enough. Wonder doing what he can, gets Mirwin even lower, but he still can't quite find it. In the mid lane, there's a 1v1, but it's Renekton that dies first. No one dies in the middle lane. MKOI overstep ever so slightly, but Jojo, he's looking for a kill onto Leader. He will find it. But Wonder, can he now get something? Yeah, he started to build up the Mega Gnar. Here we go, Jojo covering for the Silas, watching him as he tries to posture. Meanwhile, the junglers face off around the Dragon. Super still alive. Remember, no flash on the hunt pop. It's Elyoya that starts off the fight, throws out the ultimate, buying a lot of time. SK have to disengage. They're paranoid about Mirwin coming in. KOI have got the objective. Will they look to run away? Mirwin now has to escape. Has the flash available, use the slice and dice to flash in from Skeens, throws the Cataclysm. Leader dying once again in the middle lane. At the very least, this will be a 1-for-1, but they cannot chase any longer. Mirwin drew the attention of 4 members. Now the mid lane is completely exposed.
And they'll just take the towers just like that. Mirwin buying a ton of time there. A beautiful flash away from the Cataclysm damage. Denies any more sort of slows or follow-ups. And just like that, MKOI cracked the base.
Jojo 1-0-3, Elyoya at the helm. Working with him to find that pick on the Leader. Opening up the mid lane inhibitor. They're going to steal camps as well. Have they overstayed their welcome? Oh, I don't know about that. Elyoya goes in, but the re-engage from Skeens. The ultimate is popped early, but there's the wild growth. Two-man knockup. Jojo is completely untouched, pops the GA. Elyoya's looking for more, maybe a little bit too much, as he's shut down by Yoppa. Skeens able to get out with the flag and drag. Jojo wants another fight, though. He trades that kill onto the enemy jungler. Now Wonder has the Mega Gnar, but he has no one to use.
Rage, and Leader still has access to some other ultimates if you would like to.
Ooh, MKOI in a very awkward position here. They're forced to take the long way around. This could be a tower opportunity. Wonder, good damage onto Mirwin, making things uncomfortable. Pops the Sterax early. Wonder will lose a lot of his HP in exchange, but there's a tower now taken. The pressure being put onto fall off, and here we go. Mirwin TP's in, but he walks away just fine. Will this be a 50-50? Skeen goes in. He's forced to flash out immediately. The exchange of the Crescent Guards used. Leader trying to buy time. There's Mirwin in the thick of things. Yoppa doing what damage that he can. It's Mirwin that's falling low, but Elyoya with the re-engage. Leader now in the thick of things. So much brawling happening in the front line, but it is the front line of SK to fall first. Both Wonder and Leader drop. Super left untouched. Mirwin fishing for more, but he's not going to be able to find it. Yoppa, can he turn the play for SK? He's getting lower and lower. The flash in from Super will secure him the kill. He will get another. Only Skeens is left standing. He will proc the GA as he waits for his demise. Super finds the triple. Super cements the fight. MKOI looking to close things out.
That should be the game. MKOI had a choice, Baron, Soul, or end the game, and they are marching down this mid lane. Only the Nexus in their eyes.
What a brawl in the river, but KOI stay steadfast. They come out the victors, they come out ahead, and they see the Nexus in their eyes. It was a hard-fought comeback, but they were able to make it happen as MKOI go 2-0 against SK.
SK, they tried to make it work. They tried to play him out in the mid lane, but inevitably